Hey guys, this is number 9 from the quiz. I want to go over this question because this is one that we haven't done one like this before. Not really sure why. There's an example in the quiz or in the book of something that we haven't covered. But anyways, let's look at this problem. All right, a manufacturer of light bulbs claims that its company's bulbs last an average of 1,500 hours with a standard deviation of 200 hours. What is the probability that the average time that a random sample of 100 bulbs will last is less than 1,450 hours? All right, so the fact that they give us the 1,450 hours tells us that the first thing we need to do is find the z-score. All right, so remember the z-score can be found by taking your x minus your average over your standard deviation divided by the square root of n, or your population size. All right, so if we plug in the numbers we have, our x would be 1450. Our average is 1,500 divided by your standard deviation. Divide that by the square root of the sample size. If you use order of operations to reduce that, you're going to get negative 2.5. So that is our z-score. All right. So we're going to use that with the function in the calculator to determine what will be less than 1,450 hours. So if you go to second vars, and I believe it's number 2, you should see a function that says normal CDF. So this is going to be your normal cumulative distribution function. And the reason we want cumulative is because we want it to last everything that is less than 1,450 hours. So you can put in negative 10. Negative 10 is just an arbitrary number. Usually our z-values we usually just go 3 standard deviations, but really the graph, if you look at it, it just goes towards negative infinity. But if you use something like negative 10, that usually works well enough. You could use negative 100, negative 1,000, whatever, but negative 10 is big enough that it should work. All right, because remember the z-scores are just kind of talking about your standard distribution. All right, if you enter this in your calculator, you should get something like 0.006209. At least this is what it gave me in my calculator. So you can see that that is the answer. A would be the answer for number 9.